Oh, ladies and gents, I was going to start this video by saying it's not every day that a decentralized exchange gets exploited. But that would be untrue because it does seem to be pretty much every single day at this point. And today is no different, of course. We are blessed with another absolute hackening in the Web3 space. Or was it a hack? Who knows? Will we unmask a villain in this video? Potentially. Look, Lord knows I'm no expert when it comes to crypto rug pulling. It's not like I've covered potentially 30 or 40 rug pulled projects. But let's take a look into what we're going to be talking about today. You know, what is today's crypto disaster on the 14th day, 15th day? I don't even know anymore. I've lost track. Life is just a big loop. It's Groundhog Day here. Merlin, the decentralized exchange. So, yeah, Merlin's postmortem. We love to see a good crypto postmortem as the opener. It is with deepest regrets that we have to notify you of a major fault in the structural integrity and controls of the Merlin platform. In the early hours of this morning, the several members of the back-end team drained all of our contracts. Of course they did. Of course they did. And who are these guys? Well, they've linked the GitHubs of these people here. And, There's some interesting stuff here. There's some interesting stuff. Now, they are apparently from other projects as well. Notable prior projects, Dino Chain, don't know what that does. Discoverilla, what the hell? 3D Metaverse platform, great. Interfi Network. Okay, so this is where things get a bit strange. So, they chose to carry out several on-chain transactions to drain all of Merlin's pools, public sale and manipulate our front-end contracts. This was done by implementing a function that allows a call action to all Merlin pairs alongside hidden front-end contracts. So, there's a reason that this is so interesting, and this is to do with the next bit. We had submitted all intended contracts to be used in our platform to Certicane, who carried out a full audit. However, there has been a clear oversight on the overreaching power of the owner had of the pools. So Certicane is an auditing tool that they will go through any smart contract, they basically reassure people that a contract or a company can't rug pull. You know, that it is fully decentralized and no one person can just empty the funds. So they're calling out Certicane here, which apparently certified them as a safe project. Now the story gets a little bit different when you look into Certicane, because if this is true, then this has huge implications. Because this could mean that other companies that have given this reassurance to their customers that we are certified, we have been audited, may not even be the case. Unwavering priority is to return all funds to affected parties and participants on the Merlin platform at the earliest opportunity. To that end, we are working alongside Certicane to reimburse all affected users. We've also notified relevant authorities in Serbia, the region of the backend team, and to work alongside on-chain analysts to monitor the movement of stolen funds. So this hack was for 1.8 million, and I guess now is where we kind of go a bit down the rabbit hole. Certicane tweeted, Certicane is exploring a community compensation plan to cover the 2 million of the user funds lost in the Merlin DEX rug pull. Initial investigations indicate that the rogue developers are based in Europe, and we're all working with law enforcement to track them down. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. We urge the rogue developers to accept a 20% white hat bounty, although we raised the private key privilege issues in the audit report. We want to assist impacted users. We are determined to track down those behind the rug pull. More compensation details will be released. Apparently, this was deleted and reposted and reworded. So I don't know what was in there because it didn't seem to get archived. Some people are claiming it had other people tagged in it that may or may not have been relevant to this, but something really, really important. So, code is law, right? The code is out there. Now, if Certicane had told them, hey, there's something in your code that shouldn't be there, you should probably get rid of it. And then they published anyway, completely against the advice of Certicane, which from what it seems is exactly what happened. Here was the code at the time of exploit. Basically, this is a function that can be called and you can put in an address or 2 addresses, right? You can drain the maximum liquidity pool, everything from within the liquidity pool of token 0 and token 1 off the exchange, so from the pair, you can drain it in one function. It's there in the code. And they were told this is exactly the bit of code that Certicane had told them about, saying, hey, this is an exploit, you might want to fix this. Now, the real question is, if they were advised on fixing this, and then they didn't, and then Certicane certified them, who's in the wrong here? What happened? Was it the fact that they then fixed the code for Certicane to certify them, and then the code they deployed was the old one anyway? Like, what's the catch here? Because it's really, really interesting to look into. Because I am absolutely certain, right here, right now, I will say it. Merlin rug pulled. Not their back-end developers, not some other person. They rug pulled. They may have had an agreement with these back-end developers. They may even be the back-end developers under a different name. Because something about this is really, really fishy. If you are warned by a company, do not put that code out there. You will lose all your money. Well, they don't lose anything. The investors will lose all their money. And then you do it anyway? Bit sus, bro. Bit sus. And it doesn't seem like there's been any updates since this. They've gone radio silent. So what makes me think they've rug pulled? Well, if you go to their website, for starters, it's unsecure. Completely. It's an unsecure site, and I wouldn't trust it in the slightest. Secondly, their app, just straight up down. Access to this resource on the server is denied. I don't know. I mean, I understand that it would have been taken down, but to not have that page explain why it's taken down, you really are just looking like a huge rug pull. I think that's my takeaway for this today. Between dodgy code, very limited transparency on what's actually going on here, I guess it's going to be worth me trying to keep an eye on and see what actually happens with this as it unfolds. But yeah, ladies and gents, I guess that's all for today. Just another day in crypto. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment as well. As always, a massive thank you to the patrons. If you want to support the extra mile and be put in this list of lovely people, consider joining my Patreon using the link tree down below. And until next time, take care.